give you a quick fun fact. Sorry to derail the meeting, but I have to. Once pulled a lottery scratch-off ticket, but we were very disciplined. There was somebody at the register, so I put it back, like rung up the person. Person goes, I want a scratch-off. I went to the thing above because I pulled that one. He goes, no, I want that one. I gave it to him. Person scratched it off and won $5,000. No. And to this day, it is still the weirdest moment in my life. I lost, when I tell you I lost my mind, I ran out of the store. So the guy scratched it and loses his mind. Won $5,000. I then react by my reaction was the greatest, like way over the top of anything you ever seen from me, screaming like I saw a ghost, ran out of the store, went behind the store and cried. With this group and this, I think we need to start making some of these meetings look like this is a good time to just kind of shoot the shit. I'll throw out a bunch of stuff, but I want to hear from other people. I'm very inspired, even the meeting I just had with Mark Echo and the guys, right? Like they're obviously a media company and it had a lot to do with the stuff that is your world, Ryan, but in general, I guess the punchline being, I want to be aggressively on the offense with this group. Like I think we've been spending the first quarter of this year on the defense, which I think is right, and I'm happy with the outcomes. And I can taste the permission of the Vayner name deployed in areas to really work. So that's running through my mind. That's always been on my mind. Like, could be interesting. So just as you're living life, like where you see your attention go, like people have done that. Right? And then you got to think about how you make the business deal, right? Like there's two things that are interesting. You make one big deal with one big conglomerate that's big and stupid, or you have to go and quietly do what Walt Disney did with Orlando, right? You lock up, you think it's this, there's 47 big people that have that, and you go and buy the rights from them, consolidate it in 5-year deals, give like in perpetuity, like those, just to level it up to business as you're thinking. This was good.
Say hello for me.
Let Tyler know. Yep. Understanding what's going to happen over the next 24 to 36 months in reaction to something that happened is the key to your strategy. Just like this. Cool, we'll see what that clip looks like. I'll play with it a little bit. That's a great example. First of all, it's also taking the IP and putting it into a different place. Should have been an iPad and iPhone gaming business 36 months ago. If I walked in 36 months ago, not playing Monday morning quarterback, I would have moved the IP into the world where I know the kids are, and then that would have been the arbitrage back into the physical location. There's just a massive misunderstanding of what to do with dollars.
So say hello, if you want I will. Just give me a sec to come down from my hill. I might be a fool, shit I am what I is, but I got out that gym, and I don't know how I did. But lately life is going well, I've been smiling a lot, yo. And maybe it's the vibe, maybe it's the pop. My dear friend, why you crying? I'm happy, why you not? I'ma tell you these words, I pray you don't forget. When you see your mama cry.
I care about, lack of politics. I care about managing up, down, left, right. I care about really understanding the difference between traditional creative and our version of it. In a world where it changes constantly, make sure you're good at the craft. I'm very simple. If I care about Facebook commercials that are 2 minutes and a scene from or like if I like this, or if I like the, that's what I want to make. The Alexa voice stuff, that, influencers, that, now we're gonna have this big creative offsite. So that will be like 8 hours of like this. So I think that part of it, the craft, will be very clear for you. And the whole kind of leadership of creative. So I think besides that, it's a very simple game here. be in a place where you don't feel any insecurity, and when you do, use me and Claude, and everything is easy.
Yeah.
The album is out or not out?
Yeah.
Great, so we can link it in the video we're about to do. Perfect. And is there anything you want it linked to, the full album or anything, or the tour, like anything?
I think the tour days would be perfect.
Okay, you have a page for that?
Yeah, it's on my
Website? I'll pull it up.
website. I'll find it for you. Yeah.
How are the kids?
He celebrated his daughter's first year birthday.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So yeah, they're good. They're good.
I see your kids on Instagram all day.
I know, that's always.
You're hardcore
Very
Instagram.
exciting. Yeah.
You are. I mean, I see it. I feel like I see them more now than when I lived in the same fucking building as them. That stuff is so real.
And people like to sing. People like to interact with it.
100%.
You were telling me about that app that does.
Musically?
Yeah, musically.
Hey everybody, it's GaryVaynerchuk, and this is episode 250 of the Ask GaryVee Show. Super excited, 250, nice round number. Makes sense to have superstar John Legend in the house. D-Rock, you're excited?
I am.
Very excited. Souza, thanks for making this happen, John.
No worries.
It's a pleasure, man. You need to put out music, man. The big advantage now of distribution online is you need at-bats. Don't fall in love with that song. You may love it, the world may hate it. You need to put out music.
Okay.
You need to put out music.
Put it out, man, and if people love it, it'll start to generate some buzz. Like people will listen to it, they'll share it with their friends, and you'll start to get more views.
What if I don't have the money to put out music as often as I would like to, like quality sounding music?
Then you're stuck and you lost like everybody else. You need to figure it out. Like Prince was a janitor in his studio, and the
it's
quality
so cheap
now,
to make music now. Like the money should not be a problem.
Jamai, listen, man.
It's really cheap to make music.
I love you, and I'm trying to be kind because John's here. Everything you're saying is backwards. You need to do and work. You're coming up with all the wrong angles, in my opinion, and I'm so pumped you called because I'm hoping that this is the breakthrough moment. Like you need to. So far, I heard it's the audience's fault. It's too far to the left. The music's too expensive. You are fully in excuse mode. You can put out plenty of quality music. To John's point, it's inexpensive. And if you want it so bad, go fucking work at the studio in exchange for studio time. Like you need to go out and put out music, put in the work, put your head down, and then figure it out after the fact. You need to put out 150 fucking songs and see how people react to it before we hear another phone call from you. Yeah. You keep asking questions, we'll keep answering them. Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Good luck in school. Are we shaking?
No, this is my favorite number.
Okay.
That's what I do now. 5 is my favorite number. Love it, man.
Thanks, brother.
Take care of yourself. You know, the architect and the mason, the fact that it comes natural to you to buy into the architecture, that's the part that holds everybody back.
Right.
They don't fully believe me.
Right.
They don't believe me that they should eat shit from 23 to 31.
Right.
They don't believe that at 31 you feel like a kid. They don't believe like save your money and don't do shit and like fucking grind and like work 18 hours a day. Like they don't believe that. Be the bigger person. Somebody upsets you, like eat it. Right? They don't believe that. So if you believe that, well, you're fucking halfway home. And now the only other part is like, do you actually know what the fuck you're talking about? Like, how many brands do you follow on Facebook? Do you read Ad Age? Do you read TechCrunch? Do you talk? Do you listen? Like, student of the game. Do you know the X's and O's? Like, you know how to coach the kids, but do you actually know the X's and O's?
Fast forward, my first real job was working as a doorman, and there I learned opening up doors for people open up doors for me. So I took that same lesson that my parents
How old were you?
I was 18. Right?
So I think the one thing that other peeps that have gray hairs and start losing their hair will tell you is like, just make sure you're mentally prepared for the foundation of the ground to be shaky. Because I think you've got, you know, at least from what I heard, and the reason I'm giving you that advice is I think you've got stuff figured out, other than when the football field turns into a hockey arena.
Land into that.
That's right. And that experience is real tricky. Especially if you're overextended and not sitting on enough liquid. And like I haven't even invested in anything in a year. Do it. Real pleasure, man. Keep up the good work. You coming with or no? Hey.
Dude, you mind if I get a picture with you?
Sure, no worries.
Cody, man, I've been following you for a while, dude. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
Thanks, man. You too.
the shadow boxing thing. Please make a commitment to every trend that you think is coming, because that is how you win, like consistently. Like even my dick shit, I write 4 articles a year. I win for everything. Like as soon as I know Musical.ly is gonna matter, I write 4 Musical.ly marketing things and I win every time. So the one thing you have to think about is, can you predict / really move very quickly on very small micro trends in your demo, like sweet pea masks. Like if you think sweet peas are gonna be smashed up and be face masks, like a year from now, you have to jump as quickly as possible on those, because that is absolutely winning. That is absolutely winning. Like in the world where, so like the one thing I know from all the media companies, like founders and people I talk to, is where they all have the best ninjas they can have and all fighting. The one thing is, who's the first person that was right that Cliff Bars were gonna be big, or fucking, you know, raccoon eyes, or fucking like shadow boxing. So that's an editorial, like you need to basically write shit before it actually happened, or literally create the fucking trend.
Good piece of content that goes on up there, it goes to like 160, maybe 170. The best I think I've seen is around 230, but that was like very rare. Because we need more written piece of content, and I know you know that.
We need to get a writer. Talk to Andy about that.
The way that I once told you that he did. The way that I can't help remember him. Said I loved you and I've never meant it more. But despite it all, I'm always feeling bored.
Many of you notice Gary likes to listen to a lot of strong influences in his life. He just heard about Scott, but just one initial for his name is GaryVee.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Standing back there and listening to the utter love that is coming out of this room, and the mic and the ridiculousness that's going on over there. I'm really excited I stopped by, so congrats, my man. I appreciate that you love the hustle as much as I do. I'm humbled that you share my shit. I love that you guys love this man so much. And I'm super pumped I stopped by for a kiss.
Thank you.
Oh, we're doing a cheers? I was born in Belarus, in the former Soviet Union, so this is how we do it. This means to good health. Na zdrowie. Na zdrowie. Living a weird life. Yeah, I mean, like, once in a while shit just hits me and I want to do stuff for fans. I'm really glad we did that. Yo, you should really put out the video where he's explaining it that we can chop down is incredible.
And I hope that I will never make you hurt. The way that I
want to go into a different place, which is we have to know our craft. Like, it's important for everybody here to be deeply curious, deeply skilled, and deeply passionate about Facebook commercials, about influencer marketing, about Alexa voice. You need to follow what I'm putting out to the world, and as a company, we need to do a better job as an org, and I need to do a better job, but like one of the things is, like, I'm not hiding from this, I'm putting it out. Like, it's there every day, it's in the water, and so I think whether you're the kind of learner that, okay, you'll just go and just like read about Alexa voice stuff or watch videos, or if you need anything from me or the center, I think it's super important that you're focused on the things that the organization's focused about. And I don't think it takes that much effort to know. One of the things that I hear a lot from people is like, we need this, and I'm like, you know, it's one thing if a kid says that, but like anybody at this table, like if you're not capable of reaching out or doing a little homework or paying attention to the tea leaves, you can't play at this level. So I think it's super important that if the world is at A and what I just described at Z, and I, Gary, am at like R and T, I need you guys to move away from B and C, because that's where we are as a collective, as leaders. Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
10:39, go to my next meeting. Obviously, sure, you just saw a great meeting with a bunch of leaders at VaynerMedia. Felt good, cool tone, right?
Yeah, it was really mellow.
Mellow and like tight.
Yeah.
Like.
It was like chill, but it was very productive. Like there was like a lot of
calm confidence.
Topics.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, calm confidence. Gotta get that calm confidence. Kids, all right, one more meeting. Get home probably close to midnight tonight, early day tomorrow, so nice solid grinding, executing, operating day. It's been really unusual. I've been home for like a month, so unheard of for me. A lot of serendipity, a bunch of canceled West Coast trips and stuff of that nature, so it's been interesting and productive.
Don't get it twisted, man. I can switch the vibe in a minute. No talking when I drive. I just
Going in for my meeting. Good day. Bunch of trash. Like a lot of people's strategies. Good night. That was perfect.